all of these replacement theologists are saying that these promises, these covenants of the God of Israel, God is a liar. A liar.
Well, they wouldn't agree to that language that you just said. They would say that it's been replaced. And they're saying that.
So they're saying God changes his mind.
Yes, they're saying God changes his mind.
The same God that says, I do not change my mind.
Right. And also very unfairly, he said in that clip that, that's Genesis. It's clear to me, by the way, that he has not read the Bible, the 24 books of the Jewish Bible. He's not read them, the so-called Old Testament. But the bottom line is that you said this earlier, and it's true. Israel is a theological challenge to replacement theology. And there's two bifurcated ways that you could choose. You could either choose to love the Jews and figure out how inside of Christianity, you're going to see that the covenant has never been broken with Israel, and you're going to see that you want to be part of that. And there's another way, which is you're going to want to destroy, push back against, make small what is Israel. And that's what they're choosing. Like Christian Zionists chose the other way. They chose to find a way to make it work, to understand what Israel is. And I want to say to you that it's not only doctrinal. You are actually a product of Judea, of 2,000 years of Jewish tradition, but you're also a Texan. And I'm an honorary Texan because I married a Texan. And when I go down to Texas, Ari, I find that people are not so doctrinal. They just know that the Israel of today is Israel. They just know. They've read the Bible. Their mamas read them the Bible. They know that Israel is the hero of the story, right? When you're like a Bible illiterate and you've only read some of the so-called New Testament, the Christian texts, and you don't know the Bible really, then you don't understand who the hero is. You just don't understand. You only have one hero, and he's everything. He's everything. He's this cup of water, and he's this table, and he's the Ark of the Covenant. He's everything. I think it's kind of childish, frankly. But in any case, the people who have read the Bible, they just know. They just know. And they come to Jerusalem, and they know. The greatest revelation of God in this world today is the building of Yerushalayim, the building of Jerusalem. And yes, the third temple in Jerusalem that's coming. These guys want to stop that. They want to block that. They don't want. They sense it's a challenge to them. By the way, in Islam, the same thing. They know that this thing is a challenge to all of the stuff that they said, that they're the new religion, that they've replaced all the other religions. It's a bummer. It's a bummer for them that there's this big, beautiful Jerusalem that's shining forth and becoming the spiritual capital of the world.
And by the way, it also explains, I always wondered how it could be that these cosmopolitan, leftist, atheist Europeans are marching through the streets in support of Hamas and Hezbollah, which are antithetical to them in every single value, in every single way. Where's that coming from? It's the strangest of bedfellows. How is that even possible? Well, when you go all the way back to the archetypal roots of where this is from, you start to understand that they're both ultimately replacement theologists. There's a famous Midrash of Ishmael, who's the father of Islam in the Arab world. He goes to Esau, who's the father of Rome and Catholicism and the whole replacement theologist, the Inquisitions and the Holocaust and all of that. And so Ishmael says to Esau, listen, Esau, how about this for an idea of a partnership? You kill your brother, and I'm going to kill my brother, and together we're going to take over the world.